When you hear someone say Parkinson's disease, you probably can immediately think of someone that you know who either has the disease or someone whose life has been affected by it. It's a progressive disorder of the nervous system that affects movement, and there is no known cure for Parkinson's disease. But this morning, we're introducing you to some very special people who have written a book because they say they know how to delay the disease, which is appropriately the name of their book. They join us in our studio this morning to tell us a little more about it. Please welcome Jackie Russell and David Zid. Hi.
Good morning.
Thank you, Beth.
It's so wonderful to have you here. This is really interesting that you can help delay the disease. And Jackie, I'm going to start with you. How did this issue, how did Parkinson's disease become important to you?
You know, initially my mother-in-law was diagnosed with the disease, and then as a nurse I worked for a surgeon that was diagnosed and retired because of the disease. He called me 2 years after his retirement and asked that I meet him and work on a project. And when I met him, he looked remarkably different. Symptoms were changed, his posture was erect, his voice was stronger. And he said, I want to talk to you about this. See if there's any research out there to support that the exercise I've been doing every day has changed me. And there was. And so he said, I want you to meet the guy that's been training me. And here I meet David Zid, twice my size. And we got together and we've
and you put together this book. There's a DVD that goes along with it, and it's all based on your concept that movement is the key.
Correct. And, you know, when we work people with Parkinson's disease, we want to think big movements. And we want to get this in every day, and we want to push people beyond what they can do by themselves.
Right.
So when we say big movements, we think that we're retraining the brain. Can we show you a couple?
Are you kidding? Absolutely.
Okay,
this is the morning show.
Do that. So if, you know, the first thing we can do this sitting or standing. We just grab a big imaginary rope, and we're going to pull it to the floor.
And squat down as we pull.
You just go as deep and as high as you can. So if that means a squat, that's great.
And can you do this sitting if maybe you're
moving? You can do this sitting down, and you know, when I say to tolerance, we always mean go as high as you can, go as low as you can. Okay. Let's do 5 on the other side.
Okay, so
and
both
since
sides.
Since I'm a trainer and I don't know how to count, let's just keep me honest here with 5. But you know, we know that big movement helps retrain the brain. And we think that you use a different pathway when you move big. So these small movements that Parkinson's patients get, for example, when they walk, they have this Parkinson's type gait and they're stooped over. If we retrain with a big rope pull, we think that helps with gait. We also know that pumping blood through the brain is a good thing for neuroprotection. So,
oh, wow. So you're doing all of those with that movement.
Absolutely. Can we show you one more?
Absolutely.
This is one of my favorites.
Okay.
So what we do is we just get into a giant flex T.
Ooh, nice.
We're going to pinch your shoulder blades together, and this does help your posture. Let's get 5 big as you can circles. Big as you can. So that just means you're going to wherever you can. And you're not going to punch your neighbor in the eyeball, okay? Let's go backwards for 5. 5 big ones. So this is a big movement. It also helps your joints. So your shoulder joints get some lubrication from this. So, you know, what I always tell people when we talk all over the country, I say, can you do that when you're toasting your toast in the toaster?
Absolutely.
You can. You know, and so the idea of getting small bits of exercise in every day, all day long, is huge. And if you do a little bit of work right now, it'll pay you back tenfold.
Now, I have to say, when I first started talking with Jackie a few weeks ago, she sent me some video testimonials from some people that you've worked with, people who have seen the DVDs, read the books, and I was so touched by them that I wanted to share some of these testimonials with our audience. Do you mind?
That'd be great.
Please. Let's take a look.
It's a great book, and it's very easy to follow. I have purchased many of them and given them to my elderly relatives.
The benefit for me in training with David has been my outlook on the disease. I'm much more positive, I think, than I probably would have been. I don't, while I think about the future, I don't think about it probably with as much dread or fear, because I know I'm taking care of myself now for the future.
I'm impressed with the DVD, I'm impressed with David, and I'm just impressed with the whole program.
That has to feel so amazing to see that you've helped people so much.
It does.
My question for you now is, if people are watching this and they know someone who has Parkinson's disease, maybe they've been suffering for quite some time, is it ever too late? Are you ever too old to start with the movements to see progress?
Jackie, you've got a great response for this one.
You are never too old to start exercising if you have Parkinson's disease. You're still going to see positive results in your symptoms. You're never too young to start. If you're just diagnosed, get exercising every single day. You know, the research shows that It's helping with neuroprotection. It allows the brain to slow the degenerative process down.
Wow.
But you know, David and I believe all that, but we're much more about hope and inspiration, because in this population of people, Parkinson's disease doesn't need to define them anymore. Right. You know, they can manage the disease themselves with the tools in their toolkit, and exercise is one of them.
You know, when someone gets diagnosed with Parkinson's, and we've seen this many times, they feel like they're not in control anymore. Yeah. Exercise puts them back in control. So, I mean, if you know someone with Parkinson's disease, please, please, please get them exercising every day.
Absolutely.
I have to say that my uncle has Parkinson's, and I've given him the book because I got it in the mail a few weeks ago from you all, and you do inspire and empower. You've spoken all across the country, and you've really helped so many people.
It's very
get
rewarding.
in control. Yeah, I would imagine. Thank you so much for the book. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
We appreciate you being here. Now, if you would like more information about Jackie and David, or if you would like a copy of the book and DVD, just check out delaythedisease.com.